And we're back. Back on, let's turn the HUD on. Back on Winsauce again. To continue the building of our spawn building. It seemed weird that I used building twice in that sentence. Anyway, I'd just like to say first of all that during the night we had a power surge here. And just for some reason the map's fine, but all the chests sort of reset to maybe like a day ago. At least this is the conclusion I've reached, because just a whole pile of stuff is in here. I went back in here and none of the glass is there. These bookshelves are here. And yesterday, or maybe the day before, I made some pumpkin pies. I have since eaten them all. And I borrowed some eggs from referees, and they are still there. Well, they were until I took them again to make more pies. So, let's not click on stuff with the ender pearl out. I've recooked some sand, because we're going to need some for the spawn base. Let's just make some more windows quickly then. Eight stacks should be enough. I've also moved a teleport into there, so I sort of, like I said I would, I've finished off the floor since the last episode, because, you know, it's not even something I'd put in the episode, I would have just cut it. And I just sort of built this wall up, just finished this wall off. And I think it's looking pretty good. It seems a bit asymmetrical with this sort of gap above here and no gap underneath. I tried it with a gap, but it does that kind of thing, you know, like I actually tried putting stairs there because it would leave that gap, like exactly the same thing, but it was black like that, and I wasn't happy with it, so I just sealed it in. I think that's alright for now. Oh, excuse me. I'll be putting some signs and stuff here, and I'd like this sort of area to be signs and, you know, introduction to the server and stuff. But I think we'll just get the construction finished, and I don't think we're too far off, to be honest. I think it's gonna be quite a simple building. It's quite square. Thinking I just put some glass along here before the bottom floor's frame is pretty much done, and up here I'm thinking no real walls or ceiling. Oh, there's a pig man. Oh, that's so exciting. I've never seen that. That's cool. Related to the ender portal, I was thinking so I talked about extending this out, like jutting out across here, and I think I'm gonna put like the portal on it. Can sit there, and I was thinking of, you know, making a bridge to the farm and stuff, but I think actually quite soon I'll probably just take all these walls out, because they were for when the animals were fenced in and they would sort of get out and the wall was like an ultimatum for them. But now that we've sort of switched to this, like, just in a hole type deal, they actually can't get out, so the walls aren't really needed. And it's sort of resources that we could use elsewhere, like the city needs all the stone it can get. So I think I'm gonna perform another cut with the magic of YouTube? I wanted to say television, but it didn't really work. So I think I'm gonna make a little cut here, and I'll see you in a moment. Okay, that's done. Yeah, so I put a little door in here. HUD. I put the door in here. I made it. It's 2 blocks high, and I'm not entirely certain as to how the glass fits in there, since these are all like aligned like off by half. I don't know, it's sort of blowing my mind. I think it's because it's technically 3 blocks, and this one's on the bottom, this one's on the top. I don't know. That weirded me out for a bit, but it sort of feels a bit low. I haven't quite decided on that yet. I might change it. But other than that, I think we're pretty good in here. We'll just place some torches there. Quite like this sort of look on the windows here with the half slabs. But yes, so that's the bottom floor constructed, not furnished, though. You have to forgive me, I've got a bit of a runny nose at the moment, so if I sort of pause during talking, or I have to sniffle or something, I'm sorry. I was literally just like, like a minute before I started recording, I was like, oh, you've got a runny nose now. I'm not sick or anything, it's just deciding to be a dick. So I'd like to expand this bit here. How wide do I want it? I want to sort of stick this bit out. I guess it needs to be able to fit the 4 blocks of the portal in it. And I probably want to put a board around it, so it needs to be like a solid 8. Is 8 unreasonable? 4, and that's what 2, 3, 4, so that's 8. So if we put, it's gonna make the, it's gonna make underneath look weird, but whatever. Haters gonna hate. So I think that's reasonable. I think that's very reasonable. Reasonable? Reasonable. So let's pull that out of it. So maybe we want like 2 blocks for the border around it, and then we have 1 block which is a step up. That's where the portal will be. 1 block behind, and then 1 block there. That's our border. I think that's possibly 7 by 8 or something. I'll just fill this in, so then it'll make things easier once we're up there. No! Stick these corners in, because as you're probably about to find out, I fill in things a little differently to most people I've seen doing it. I generally like to do it sort of diagonally like this. Not so much symmetrical, but just diagonally like this, and then come back. And that's basically just because it's, when you're working with full blocks at least, oh, come back! You can actually just sort of run full speed along and just go. You can even sprint if you're really willing to. The only problem is if you miss and click there, places a block, you run into it and then you fall down. So it's certainly not it's not safe, but it's fast if you're willing to risk it. And I like that better than, you know, holding shift and clicking here, because it's awkward and you can only travel at like sneaking speed, and it annoys me how slow it is. I guess before I set this in stone, as it were. So what I had 2 blocks. Well, I had just basically 1 space behind it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this is the, yeah. And the portal will be physically on top of that. So maybe I will put more blocks there or something. What is that? Because it's kind of, you know, it's obviously annoying to have to jump up onto the portal. Let's go dig it up, shall we? Just to, or at least, you know, some of it. Get this thing moved out of the way, because it's just random having it here. There's no other portals around, really, so moving it shall, where'd that pigman go? Moving it shall, link up to the same portal. Oh, I was looking forward to playing with him, as it were. Oh man, this is slow. Let's go just grab some more. Ah, I never pressed tab. Thing is, we've only got a few minutes here, 4 minutes or so. I'll just take a whole stack, whatever. Oh, I've got a TP to spawn now, so. Let's, oh, I might want some stairs. I don't quite know why I don't have any on me, it's weird. So, this is where the portal's base is gonna be. So if I perhaps... Yeah, no, I think that'll be okay. If I kill these two... Come to me, damn it. Oh, I didn't anticipate that. I get confused working with these half slabs. Well, these, to kill these two, and then place the blocks. Yeah, that's looking good. Because then you can walk up onto it. And then down here there's sort of like I'm back. Is that weird? That's a bit weird. But do I want to replicate this on this side? Just for looks sake. I think that's alright, yeah. Although, I do have to put another layer on here. Oh man, you gotta be kidding me. 1 block short. Now, does that still look okay? What if I killed these and made these half slabs? Just so there was like a drop, but still something interesting. Yeah, that's okay. If we wanted to... Oh no, I can't, because we could do that. So this place would be sort of illuminated, but not necessarily... like visible torches. Ah, get off. So you got 2, 3, 4. Right? That's not too tall. No, that's fine. Yeah, I have a bad habit of generally making them the wrong dimension. I seem to have lost a flint and steel. Not really sure what's going on there. Okay, we need... No, we didn't need anything else. Just needed that. Thum. That's looking good. Let's go through. Just see if it comes out the right place. The place we had was in like a sort of a corridor that we built. Ow! Spider went through. That is the first. That is. And let's just take a quick gaze up here. Last time I checked. Oh yeah, see, this seems to have reset somewhat. I did go for a explore through here, so not technically the last time I was here, but a while ago I came through here and just like nearly every block was on fire. It was like someone had idled in here and a ghast or something had like just had its way with the terrain or something crazy. So we're coming up on the 15-minute mark here. So we better wrap it up, to be honest. So I'm gonna get these lights up here. I'll have a think between episodes between as to what. No, I'm gonna put up here. I'd like some sort of layering, maybe some walls or something, or pillars, or just some, something random like that. Get away! So, let's just place some torches in here. It's looking alright. And we can, maybe have some little, this kind of thing in here somewhere, just to keep the light up in this place. But I'll have a bit of a design. Ooh, get away. Get away. Step off! Okay. So that's it for this episode. Hope you enjoyed this one. I feel like we got more done. Although it still feels like we're not getting a whole lot done per episode, but that's alright. It's the adventure. So yeah, like my video if you liked it. That would be really great. And I'll see you guys next time.